Alright guys, today I'm going to try out this new park. This is called Laurel Hill and it's in Lorton. Look at this. It's kind of cool. There's that old factory over there. And this is, I believe, Route 1. I don't know exactly where the trail is, but I'm going to find out. I have no idea if this is the trail. It doesn't seem like I'm on the mountain bike project path trail, so right now I'm just trying to figure out where things go. Alright, there's this greenway. That's not what I want. Today's a very nice day. It's warm. The last few days has been a little bit on the chillier side. There we go. This is the Guiles Run Meadow, Guiles Run Trail. So I'm going to start here. Whoa, already screwing up. Zen told me that this was very flowy, and it looks very flowy. I like these sort of trails. Well, I like these kind of pine needle sort of terrains. Makes me think of Europe. Not very difficult for beginning riders, from what I can tell. And this is definitely more, you know, on a full suspension bike. It almost feels like you're just riding on the pavement. There's these little exits with seats here. And then you can go into the trail at various points, but this thing just kind of loops around. Very easy to ride. Oh, look at this. I guess you're supposed to ride over it, but I'm not. So this says hazard at Guiles Run. I think this goes into a parking lot. I think we're gonna have to backtrack anyway. This is the other side of the creek. You know, I rode Alvin's 29er bike, and that was pretty badass. Stay on the trail. Which way is the trail? Alright, I think that goes to the parking lot. It's a little bit difficult here. So I rode Alvin's 29er. He had this really nice bike. Whenever I got on it, I was like, man, this is so comfortable. So much different than this bike, and I'm basically like sold. It was so much easier to ride over everything. 29-inch wheels. The way you sat on it was less aggressive than this. No idea where we're at. Here's the trail down here. So I don't think I'm even in the right part of the trail. This is the end of Guiles Run. Dismount bicycle. They even have signs up. So it's cyclocross. It's kind of cool. Keep going this way, cross-country trail. Take the cross-country trail through Barrel Bridge. You should hit the real Laurel Hill that's got a bunch of other trails. So this was the small part. So now we're going to go into the other section. I think this greenway, I think it's used to be a train track. At a certain point to the left of the big parking lot.
Where we are, it just says to go straight. I guess we take a right and then another left.
All right, this Laurel Hill thing is kind of confusing. You have to get over here and then make a left. The left somewhere over here. Here we go. This has got to be it. Okay. All right. So there's a branch over here somewhere. Here we go. So here's the trail. It's very open. I mean, this is very easy to ride. I think if you like speed and whoops, look at all the whoops. Wow. I tend not to. And a lot of jumps. Look at this. Lots of jumps here. They are very easy to do. Not that I'm going to do them, but these are, I think, where I would start. They clearly have been working on this. There's all of these little trails everywhere. And I think they all just kind of loop together. Oh. Look at this. A little creek here. Alright. Let's go this way. Okay, I think it ends here. Slaughterhouse Loop. Most difficult mountain bike trail. No horses. Alright, so this is the more difficult section. This must be the slaughterhouse. There's all of these old buildings here. Oh, never mind. Here is the slaughterhouse. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool just riding around here. Nobody's around. It's like an old abandoned slaughterhouse. No trespassing. Look at all the old bricks. As I'm gonna go back to the trail, it was interesting to see like these old deserted buildings. It's kind of amazing. It's in Lorton. I would imagine this is kind of prime real estate for luxury condos. There's another trail that way, but it just kind of goes around the side. There's like all of these little zigzags everywhere, so I'm going to try and do some of those. There we go, here's one. Okay, so this is the slaughterhouse loop. Apparently it's the most difficult, so we're gonna see. Oh yeah, I can see. It's got like these zigzags here. These are kind of difficult for me. Yeah, but on the smallest gear, it's actually fairly easy to do. Yeah, I really need to get this bike with just this one bike system, because it's so much more, I think, easier to ride. Oh man. Oh man. So it's a little difficult, but not much. Just requires a little bit of finessing, which I don't have. It's kind of like technical in some parts here, like that. It's like you have to build a cardio. So you have to have like really amazing balance. I'm not sure where to go. The slaughterhouse loop. So I guess you can go in different directions. You know, see this house, go to the left. Very interesting. I'm gonna do it again just so I can see if I can go up these hills. You know, I was thinking I was going to do this slaughterhouse loop again, except better. I did it worse. This sort of loose gravel is very difficult to ride. It actually soaks up a lot of your energy while pedaling. These trails actually during any water should be okay because they have so much gravel on the trails themselves. I see people wiping out here because it's a combination of sand and loose gravel. It's like really not a lot of dirt. This is when you really want to get your tire pressure good, because what I have now, it just feels very vague in the corners, like not sure if it'll grab. Jeez. My shifting is not good at all. Power station loop, most difficult mountain bike trail. They said that about the Slaughterhouse trail, so I don't know. Is this one less difficult? Very confusing. Terrain. I think it might be a short loop, so I don't know. So far, so good. Well, it doesn't seem that bad, but I'm sure there's going to be some difficult parts coming up. Alright, a little bit of a steep hill. Found that the Slaughterhouse one was actually more difficult. Very strange combination of sandy deposits, but it's very like twisty. I think the guys that like to go fast, they'll do well here. Yeah, so far I'm really liking this trail. It reminds me a lot of Europe, just the trails in the countryside. I never ridden mountain bikes in Europe, but I've done a lot of motorcycling, and it kind of looks like this. I parked on the other side. It's definitely very different terrain than the area most, like Fairland or whatever. It's so different because it's so dry and full of gravel. Much more open, not as woodsy, so it gets a little bit warmer here. Apple Orchid Loop. Even the hard trails are very easy to do. I don't think anybody would have an issue riding these at all. The only big issue is the gravel tends to make your bike squirm a bit if you got the wrong pressure on your tires. But very easy to do. It's got these jumps, so if you're good, you can do these jumps very easily. Whoa. Yeah, it's just the terrain is just so loose that I'm not used to it. With regular dirt, the bike doesn't move around as much. Okay, that's the end of the Apple Orchid Trail, and now we're just going to make our way back. You know, it's a pretty short trail, and it's very easy to do because it's so easy. And what I like about Laurel Hill is really the openness. Okay, so this is where I first started. Alright, so we're almost back at where we were at. So that's pretty much all of Laurel Hill. And that is pretty much what Laurel Hill looks like, guys. It's a very nice, very short, very beginner friendly trail with lots of interesting scenery. So yeah, come on out here. It's very easy to get to. There's free parking, and I'm pretty much done. I did a bunch of miles and I'm ready to go back to the parking lot, which should be right about here. Well guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. That's Laurel Hill. Very quick, short ride, and extremely good for beginners. Thanks for watching.